Hello everyone, welcome back to today's video where we're going to be talking about why narcissists seem to be more attractive, and this is not just something that we're saying, this is actually scientifically proven that narcissists are perceived to be more attractive than the general population. So let's go ahead and jump into that. I do actually want to just say real quick that I'm so happy to be back because I was gone for a couple weeks since I was sick. Nothing too crazy, just like the flu. So I'm good to go. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this. Yeah, so why are narcissists considered to be more attractive than the standard human? And what kind of situation does this put you and me into as to a relationship when we have met these people and, you know, they've come in and affected our lives? Let's go ahead and talk about that stuff on today's video. So why are they considered to be more attractive? Well, there's actually a couple things behind this. First, there's physical attraction here, and then there's also emotional attraction that we're going to be talking about. A couple of interesting points on the physical attraction is that narcissists were considered to be more physically attractive as well. Now, I read this study so long ago that I wish I could put the link for it in the description down below, but I really don't think I'll be able to find this. So if I'm wrong about any of this stuff, then, you know, you can maybe go ahead and correct me down in the comments below. But as for the physical attraction that we were talking about, a lot of narcissists seem to be, in addition to that emotional attraction, they're also physically attractive, and this can be for a couple of reasons. It's, you know, I feel like it goes without saying that people who are considered to be physically attractive can get a lot of attention that can easily go to someone's ego and can easily go to their head, and then they place too much value on that external attention that wasn't, you know, that was just part of the genetic outcome, you know, part of the genetic lottery, you could say, and that can, you know, lead to helping create narcissism in that way. So I feel like that one's kind of obvious, but let's go ahead and talk about the emotional attraction and what goes into making a narcissist seem more emotionally attractive than the average person. And I would say that if your radar is not finely tuned as a person, you are most likely going to find a narcissist to be an attractive person, like I first did when I started dating my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend now. But when I started dating her, and the way that she would talk about herself and the way that she would talk about things and certain people, I didn't realize that, you know, my radar in a way wasn't very strong, and I was just going based off of what she was telling me, which she was pretty much telling me these grandiose stories that made it seem like this person that I was looking at looked and appeared to be someone with utmost confidence and direction and passion in their life, and it looked to be like what I was looking for in an ideal partner, where that girl that I was trying to choose myself to be with would have that confidence that she seemed to have been displaying at that time. And essentially what happened here was that I started looking at these emotional qualities and started to feel like this was the person that I was looking for, so that emotional attraction built up. And then you throw in the fact that there, you know, there's the love bombing stage and other stuff that also helps in the process of falling in love. But when you're looking at this from the perspective of every time that you are gaining emotions for someone or starting to feel a certain type of way for somebody, it's because you're qualifying them based off their either conscious or subconscious criteria that you are filtering people out through to see whether or not you are going to be a long-term match for this person. Not only are they capable of recognizing and feeling into what you want and portraying themselves as that through the love bombing stage, but they also have a really interesting way of knowing how the average person would want things like confidence and calmness and lovingness, all these different little things that go into creating an incredible relationship. They're really good at making you look at them and thinking that they qualify under those boxes. So the more that they get you to see them as filling out those certain boxes that you would hope are going to be the healthy relationship boxes that are going to help you have that healthy relationship in your life that you've probably been wanting, like I really wanted at that time, then the more you will start to be emotionally attracted to that person. And I was also talking to one of you on Instagram where we were talking about our attraction and how it builds for these people. It also seems to have this feedback loop where the more emotionally invested and attracted you are to a person, it almost makes it seem like that person is even more physically attractive than what they were at the beginning. I can say this was very true for my relationship, where, don't get me wrong, this girl is absolutely beautiful, and all in general, she's a very beautiful girl. And then the more I fell in love with her, the more I felt like not only was she, at that time, what I was perceiving was, not only did I think she was like emotionally beautiful, I also thought she was even more physically beautiful than what I already thought she was, you know? If I thought she was a 10 out of 10, she all of a sudden appeared like a 12 out of 10, you know? So it seems to me like the reason why narcissists are so attractive and perceived to be more attractive than the general population is because what we are craving for in a person that we are attracted to is someone that meets that criteria that we filter people out through. And the more that they fit that criteria, the more attracted we become to them. And on a physical level, we also have the predisposition of people who are considered to be more physically attractive than the average person being filtered out and given maybe unnecessary attention that goes to their ego, and therefore that has the effect of also building up a narcissist in that sense. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about why it was that these narcissists appear to be more attractive than the average person, and what you can do to actually protect yourself from falling for that person in the future that may be a narcissist that you weren't necessarily prepared to fall in love with, because you know that it wouldn't lead to a healthy relationship in the future. So for the rest of this video, what I actually want to talk about, now that we've discussed why a narcissist can seem to be more attractive than the average person, is how we can protect ourselves from that going forward. First things first, after having spent quite a bit of time thinking about this, I've tried to distill it down into really the most simple solution that I possibly could. So I'm going to break this solution down into two parts. First of all, the first solution I'm going to say is you must give people at least a 3-month trial run, a 90-day period, for them to reveal their true colors, because it can be very difficult for somebody to go more than 90 days and still hide their true colors. I would say you should probably wait at least 6 months to a year, but minimum 30 days, 90 days of communicating with someone, so that you allow them the opportunity to present their true colors within those 3 months, and you can capture anything coming out of that that might be a red flag before that. If you want to see more on the potential red flags, check out my video on 20 signs to identify a covert narcissist in your life, at least specifically for identifying covert narcissists, which, you know, overt malignant narcissists are pretty easy to spot anyway. Next, moving on to the next section, is that I would say is the second part of the solution. To make things as simple as possible, it would just be self-love. I'm not talking about the narcissistic kind of self-love. That is a false self-love. I don't even like how people use that word to describe a narcissist as seeming to act like more grandiose, because that is not a genuine self-love behavior. You might look at the surface and it might seem like self-love, but that's not actually what is going on majority of the time, slash really any of the time. I'm talking about true, genuine self-love. And the reason that is the solution to protecting yourself from becoming attracted to a narcissist that you don't want to be attracted to is because if you love yourself, you are going to take care of yourself first above all things. You're going to take care of your feelings You're going to take care of your own needs, and you're not going to rely or depend on anybody else to do so. You see, it can be very often when we're attracted to someone that we're attracted to somebody because we are trying to fulfill a need inside of ourselves. In fact, attraction is a very beautiful and amazing thing. But what that emotion points to is some other need that you are trying to fulfill in your life. And I encourage you to ask the question, what need are you trying to fill in your life when you feel an attraction for someone? When you get down into it and you figure out what need you're actually trying to fulfill through that attraction, you can decide for yourself if going through with that relationship or what is going on is the best course of action, or if there's something else that you can be doing to fulfill the need that will help you fulfill that need in a happier, healthier way. And this all comes down to you using your intuition and learning to guide yourself in life, which I know that all of you can do quite well. And if you're not good at it yet, then all you need to do is practice. And if you just focus on the habit, and notice how I'm saying the word habit, of loving yourself first above all things and all people. And if you love yourself in a healthy way first, you will be able to take action in protecting your emotions and yourself, and you will be able to live that happier life by placing your emotions and your priorities first. And by doing that, you won't fall prey to the narcissist that might be trying to gain control over you because they're trying to get their needs met. No, by you following your needs and your true heart, you will be able to protect yourself in the future and moving forward. So that does it for this video. I try to make it as simple as possible. Thank you guys for everybody that's been signing up to the Patreon. I appreciate you guys so much. If you want a free Legend wristband, I'm still giving those out. Sign up for the Patreon. Just message me whatever one you want, and I'll send that out to you for free. Also, you get all the exclusive content on there that's, a bonus and for free. So talk to you guys soon.